It can be over in a matter of seconds. We just inject the microchip through a needle underneath the skin, usually between the shoulder blade area.
In a matter of seconds, you could be helping to make sure your pet won't stay lost for too long. Good evening, I'm Kristen Majorano. Thanks for staying with us this evening. Well, with the sunny summer weather we've been having, some of you may be spending time outside with your dogs or cats. But what happens if your animals wander away from home? One Lafayette animal shelter says employees encourage pet owners to get their animals microchipped for that very reason. That's tonight's top story. If you don't want your pet to end up here, consider using one of these.
It sits underneath the skin between the shoulder blades of the animal. What we do when we have a scanner, we'll scan all across the body of an animal. And if it does have a microchip, an ID number pops up with a phone number to call.
At the Almost Home Humane Society in Lafayette, outreach shelter manager C.J. Jones says since the shelter started microchipping pets, the percentage of dogs and cats returned to their original owners has increased.
A lot of people, when they give their dog a bath or give their cat a bath, they'll take the collar off and the dog might run away or for whatever reason. Dogs can slip out of collars, but the microchip, since it's implanted underneath the skin, it's going to be there. So that's going to help us a lot in identifying the animal.
Jones says the process is easy, painless, and relatively cheap. At Almost Home, it only costs $15 to microchip your cat or dog, which Jones says is much like giving them a shot. Then they're ID'd for life.
Before we started the microchip being processed, it was around 15% overall for dogs and cats. The overall percentage now is around 21% since we've started microchipping adoptable animals.
For that reason, Jones says Almost Home has done a lot to promote the microchipping process. According to one microchipping company, 10 million pets are lost every year, and without identification, 90% of them never return home. But when an animal is microchipped, as long as you keep your information up to date in a database, a simple swipe with a microchip reader is all it takes to find out who your pet belongs to.
So there's no personal information on the chip. To access that information, you have to have access to our database or the microchip company's database.
Jones says even if you didn't adopt your dog or cat from Almost Home, you can still take them there to be microchipped.